Long before electricity and modern machinery reached these high valleys, the people of Hunza lived in rhythm with the land. Here, beneath towering mountains, life was carved, spun, and woven entirely by hand. In open courtyards, craftsmen sat cross-legged on the ground, steadying rough timber with their feet. Simple chisels and hand-forged blades transformed poplar and walnut into doors, window frames, storage chests, and farming tools. The scent of fresh-cut wood mingled with the crisp mountain air. Every groove, every curve was guided not by rulers or machines, but by memory, patience, and generations of skill. Each piece carried not just function, but identity, a reflection of Hunza's quiet mastery over its rugged, beautiful land. Building a home in Hunza was an act of endurance. There were no cement mixers, no cranes, no modern tools, only hands, stone, and determination. Men gathered rocks from the mountainside, fitting each piece tightly with concrete. Mud mixed with water sealed the walls, pressed firmly into gaps to keep the cold out. Wooden beams were lifted by hand, logs stacked, branches layered, and earth packed on top, creating insulation against the unforgiving winter. Each house stood as a testament to resilience. Built by family and neighbors together, it rose from the very stone that surrounded it, blending naturally into the landscape.
A man pumps the furnace, the bellows made from stretched goatskin. Each push feeds the flames, sending sparks into the crisp mountain air. Beside him, another blacksmith hammers heated steel on an anvil, the metallic rhythm echoing across the stone walls. Men stand around, observing, waiting, learning. The sparks illuminate faces lined with years of experience. Every strike, every twist of iron is deliberate, shaped by intuition, muscle memory, and generations of knowledge.
Villagers collected flexible branches from local trees, similar to willow. The branches were soaked or softened to make them pliable. With careful hands, they were bent and interlaced, weaving one strand over and under another. The base was made first, tightly woven to form a strong foundation. Then the sides were built up gradually, shaping the basket as it grew. Edges were tucked and reinforced to prevent unraveling. No machines were used, only hands, skill, and patience. The finished baskets were sturdy and functional, used for carrying grain, herbs, and everyday goods. Each basket reflected both practicality and the creativity of the weaver. Beneath the open sky, women gathered in village courtyards to prepare wool for bedding. Fresh fleece from sheep was spread on large cloth sheets. With wooden sticks, they beat the fibers rhythmically, loosening dust and fluffing the wool. The sound of wood striking wool drifted through the crisp air, mingling with sunlight and mountain breeze. No machines, no spinning wheels, only steady hands, cooperation, and centuries-old knowledge. This wool would become mattresses, cushions, and warm winter bedding. In a land where winters are long and harsh, this work was essential, survival woven into every fiber. In quiet corners of the village, women and men spun goat hair into yarn. Coarse fibers were combed and twisted using simple wooden spindles. With each pull, twist, and wind, loose hair became durable thread. This yarn would form ropes, rugs, shawls, and garments, essential for both daily life and survival in the mountains. The rhythm of the spindle echoed patience, precision, and continuity, knowledge passed from mother to daughter, father to son. Even in isolation, Hunza remained self-reliant, turning the resources of the land into tools, clothing, and protection. Weaving required careful preparation. Long strands of hand-spun yarn were stretched between wooden posts in open courtyards. Men aligned each thread with precision, ensuring the backbone of the cloth would be strong and even. There were no factory looms, no machines, only simple wooden frames and human skill. Each warp prepared was the foundation for rugs, ropes, and thick winter garments. Using rocks and wooden frames, villagers created improvised looms. Men and women threaded yarn with care, passing the shuttle over and under the warp in a quiet, steady rhythm. Even with minimal tools, Hunza transformed raw fibers into essential materials. Each movement, each thread, told the story of creativity, resilience, and the ingenuity of people living in harmony with the mountains. During the Mir's feast, the entire village gathered beneath the peaks. The Mir sat at a place of honor, surrounded by elders. Men, women, and children sat together on hand-woven rugs. Every object around them, the woolen carpets, carved wooden plates, low trays, cushions, bore the mark of Hunza's craftsmen. Some men moved among the guests, serving food with steady hands, while others watched quietly, sharing in the moment. The feast was more than a meal. It was a celebration of unity, a living demonstration of how every craft, every skill, every hand contributed to the strength of Hunza.